When they were looking for an actress to play Sue Ann Nivens for the Mary Tyler Moore Show, they wrote that they were looking for a sickeningly sweet Betty White type. What do you think when you hear people describe you that way?
Oh, well, when I was, in the early days, I'd meet people at a party, and I'd be horsing around, kidding around, and they'd say, "Hey, you're not as bad as I thought you were. I kind of like you." My teeth would fall out if I looked. I wasn't that sweet. I would always work on two levels, and there'd be a second level that some people got, some people didn't. So I wasn't always sweet, but people saw you because you had dimples and you smiled a lot. They thought, "Oh, she's so sweet. She makes me sick."
Great dimples, too.
Now they're wrinkles, I'm sure. Now, you outlive the dimples, and they're just wrinkles.
Have you ever had a tabloid story written about you?
Yes. Oh, my goodness,
What was the scandal?
There's a picture that goes around of a girl back in the early, show-busy days, starlet days, kind of kneeling down with big bunny ears and fuzzy earmuffs and a little fuzzy bra and little fuzzy bathing suit panties. 10 years went by, and here's the same picture in the tabloids. This time it's early Betty White. Now they've airbrushed off the bra and the panties, so now the little nude girl is sitting there with her big fuzzy earmuffs and her big ears. Well, it cracked me up.
Is it possible to remember a highlight from the Mary Tyler Moore Show? I know there are many highlights, but something that really sticks in your mind?
Well, I loved several of them, and I always quote the Christmas show when everybody was mad and she had them all singing Partridge in a Pear Tree to try to cheer everybody up, and she was at her most obnoxious. I loved the one where she took to her bed, and the bed was, press a button and it vibrates, or the lights dim, or the music roars. One I loved was when she fell in love with this little person, a midget, and they had really a nice romance. Finally, they went out to dinner, and she wanted to tell him that they couldn't really get together, but he said it first. He said they couldn't possibly get married because she wasn't Jewish.
Are you as naive as Rose is?
I'm not naive at all. You can't live this long and be naive, but I am probably as positive and hopeful as she is. I always want the story to have a happy ending. I always want the prince to get the princess. It's unrealistic in today's world, but it sure makes it fun.
You're going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, the TV Hall of Fame.
That came, Michael, as the shock of the Western world, and I'd love to say, well, isn't that nice? I was so excited. I know all the people in there, and the Lucys and the Carol Burnett's and the Marys are dear and close friends. But I was always sort of the team player. I can't believe that I'm going to be there, but I didn't say no. I said, thank you very much. I'm thrilled.
Is it possible to look back and think of one thing or a few things that you would really want everyone to remember you for over this long career?
Honesty. Hopefully honesty. The fact that what you see is what you get. It's still a big, big flattering thing, and a thing I appreciate deeply when people walk up on the street and just greet you as a friend. Whether it's the guy at the airport, the waving the planes in or whatever. A woman walked up to me the other day saying, "My mother's back is better," as though she just had this mental conversation somewhere along the line. I would like that kind of friendship to perpetuate.